2017 third quarter market report. We've got all the highlights. Hi, I'm Steve Cohen.
And I'm Rob Vardavera
with the Corcoran Group, and today we're going to talk to you about the 2017 third quarter market report.
So you and I do a lot of work in the townhouse market, and we've talked a lot about condos and co-ops, but tell us a little bit about what's going on in that market as well.
Townhouse living is a very particular living, and there's plenty of people that want to live that lifestyle and live in a townhouse. What we're seeing with the market is just over the last few years, they just were not priced correctly. They were so overpriced. The other thing is that a number of developers got into buying and speccing townhouses. So for what they paid for the house, put the money in, their cost in were so high. So that also affected all this high pricing on townhouses.
And we're seeing that in the luxury condo market as well. Prices in condos are down almost 9% for the first time in many years. And a lot of that is because these developers got in, bought the land at such a high price per square foot. You bake in their hard costs, soft costs. They have to sell it at over $2,000, $3,000 a square foot just to make their money back.
Yeah.
So we're just seeing a lot of inventory in that $2,500, $3,500 price point, and not enough buyers to eat it up.
Yeah. So Rob, we've definitely shifted from a seller to a buyer's market. Let's talk about what that means.
Yes, we certainly have seen a shift over the last 2 quarters. There's more inventory for buyers to choose from, and the pace of the market, of the overall market, is moving slower. With that said, I think for buyers, it's if they're thinking of entering, if they're thinking of looking, it's a great time to enter the market. Interest rates are still very low.
I think we've definitely seen a slowdown, certainly in the high end. But an interesting point is that most of the business, the highest percentage of deals going into contract and closing right now are $3 million and below.
And I think I saw in the report that in Q3, $3 million and below represented 92% of sales.
Yeah, and there are opportunities out there, and as we've seen with our buyers, people that had been on the sidelines and waiting have now jumped in and going into contract, closing, and frankly, getting good values.
And it's really at every price point too. All the news is always on these high-end luxury condo developments and that penthouse that's $10,000 a square foot, but we've really seen a trickle down to every level of the market, not just in condos, but condos, co-ops, and as you talked about before, townhouses.
Yes.
So we've been talking a lot about how there's been a shift to a buyer's market. What can sellers do in this market to help move their properties?
There's one main principle. I'd say the single most important aspect of selling a property in this market is pricing. We discuss pricing a lot, and we firmly believe in pricing right. And in this market, what that means is really pricing at the value of where you think the property is going to trade. Buyers are more educated than ever and armed with more information than ever. A couple of years ago, when things were a little bit more robust, people would just throw a property on the market at a certain price and see if they could get that price, aspirational pricing. We're not in that market now. Now, pricing right at your market value is more important than ever. So there you have it. This was the third quarter 2017 market report. If you have any questions, just reach out to us, and we're here for all your real estate needs.